up a doo up shoo, be doo be doo up a doo up a doo up shoo, be doo be doo up a doo up a doo up shoo, be doo be doo up a doo up a doo up shoo, be doo be doo. She give me catching all night long. She give me catching all night long. Well, it's been such a long day. I'm kinda tired, bring 'em soothing arms my way. My back is aching and my body's sore. Don't stop, honey, you know that I want more. She give me catching all night long. She give me catching all night long.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Miss Glamour 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have our 7 beautiful contestants competing for Miss Glamour 2019. Let's get to know them a little bit better, starting off with contestant number 1. Contestant number 1, Almudena Navarro. She's 17 and tonight she is sponsored by Securitech. Contestant number 7, Miriam Volkes. She's 17 and tonight she is sponsored by Little Divas. Contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. She's 17 and tonight she is sponsored by Globe Magazine. Contestant number 6, Janelle Duo. She's 17 and tonight she is sponsored by Janice Hair and Beauty. Contestant number 3, Zaira Vasio. She's 19 and tonight she is sponsored by Sports City. Contestant number 5, Hannah Collado. She's 16 and tonight she is sponsored by CK Transport. Contestant number 4, Melanie Valerio. She's 18 and tonight she is sponsored by Vicky's Natural Kitchen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Is everyone excited? Very good. So just to let you know that tonight there's no smoking or eating in the theatre, and if you do eat, please take your rubbish with you. No photography is allowed during the show, and please keep your ticket in order to come back in the second half. My name is Shana Sapaldi and I'll be your host for this evening. Miss Glamour is an annual local beauty pageant that is run by Glamour Creations. The contest was founded in 2003 by local personality Bianca Zamit, which was first staged at the Catholic Community Centre. For 12 years, the competition has taken place at the Alameda Open Theatre, and since 2016 at the John McIntosh Hall. Tonight's show was nearly cancelled due to the general elections, but as the saying goes, the show must go on. So tonight, for the very first time, here we are in Ensis Hall. The Miss Glamour contest, as we know it, is the most prestigious teen pageant here in Gibraltar. The beauty pageant has been taking place for 17 consecutive years and has become one of the highlights of the local social calendar. Since last year, Bianca Zamit, founder of the competition, took the decision on passing on the responsibilities to one of her loyal helpers and friend, Maxine Gano. Maxine has now taken over as producer of Miss Glamour. Glamour Creations has entered its 17th successful year in show business industry, and tonight is their 43rd production. So I really think that deserves a massive round of applause. They also organise a wedding dress competition. All the shows to date are non-governmental and non-profit events, with the proceeds benefiting local charities. Glamour Creation have successfully raised over £83,000, so can we give them a round of applause? And this has been in support of local charities such as Baby Steps Gibraltar, the Guardian Angel Foundation, Childline Gibraltar, Gibraltar Community Association, Gibraltar Breast Cancer Support, RIC Gibraltar, GBC Open Day, Gibraltar Alzheimer's and Dementia Society, Corazón y Vida, Little Smiles Charity, Diabetes Gibraltar, Clubhouse Gibraltar, and Action for Schools Sierra Leone. Glamour Creations always intends to project to their audience good energy, good feeling, and above all, a full entertainment evening. And as promised, every year they bring to you an excellent evening of entertainment. So now for the most important part, let's start to get to know tonight's judges. Is everyone ready to meet them? Yeah. Okay, so judge number one won Miss Glamour in 2009. She participated in numerous modeling events and fashion shows. Currently, she's a primary school teacher. Please welcome Alex Enriquez. Judge number two was Miss Glamour in 2004 and first princess to Miss Gibraltar in 2008. She has modelled both locally and internationally, but signed to a modeling agency. Currently, she's an admin officer. Please welcome Samantha Enriquez. Judge number three won Mrs. Gibraltar Second Princess in 2017 and then went to Russia to compete for Miss Europe in 2017. Currently, she's a public relations for base training. Please welcome Davinia Valighetto. Judge number four, since crowned Miss Glamour in 2016, she has presented Miss Glamour Creations and has used her title to support various charities, raising awareness for autism and diabetes. Throughout her reign and after, she worked closely with founder Bianca Zamit and took part in various photo shoots, fashion shows, and here she is. Please welcome Keisha Weistel. And tonight's fifth judge is also our head judge, so let's get to know her. Currently, she's the HR manager at Seconin Speed. She's won Mrs. Gibraltar in 2018. Her passion for modeling started at a very young age, having also won Top Model in 2000, along with the titles of Miss Catwalk, Photogenic, Creative, Friendship. So please welcome Kathleen Victory. So to start off this evening's entertainment, we have Yalta Dance Studios. Her first dance is a commercial and house fusion performed by levels 4 and 5. So you ready for Yalta? So this piece has been choreographed by Yalta herself. So let's welcome Yalta Dance Studios. Did you enjoy that? They make dancing look easy, don't they? Okay, so let's see what second princess will be taking home tonight. Second princess will be taking £100 cash, sash and tiara, sponsored by Glamour Creations, a trophy sponsored by Mamma Mia, earrings sponsored by the Jewel Box, selection of goods sponsored by Trafalgar Pharmacy, cut and blow dry sponsored by Shortcut, a meal voucher sponsored by Papa Luigi, and a meal voucher sponsored by Burger King. The Miss Glamour contest is divided into 3 areas of competition: Vogue, Catwalk and Elegant. In each of these sections, the judges will score the contestants' praise, attitude, poise, confidence and presentation. The Miss Glamour contestants have spent 6 weeks in rehearsals, attending functions, outings and photo shoots. They have also spent time looking for the outfits and dresses for tonight's show. In the next round of the competition, the 7 contestants have selected their own unique fashion wear. They have also had the opportunity to improve their posture, poise, and project excellent body language. We believe they now have become catwalk queens and ready for fashion shows, runways, and stage events. So is everyone ready to see the girls again? Yes. Judges, are you ready? So let's welcome the girls on stage for the Miss Vogue competition. Munera Navarro. Her hobbies are rhythmic gymnastics and makeup. And tonight she's sponsored by Securitech. Contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. Her hobbies are cooking and rhythmic gymnastics. And tonight she's sponsored by Glamour magazine. Contestant number 3, Zaira Vasio. Her hobbies are modeling and fitness. And tonight she's sponsored by Sports City. Her hobbies are singing and fashion. And tonight she's sponsored by Vicky's Natural Kitchen. Contestant number 5, Hannah Corrado. Her hobbies are netball and football. And tonight she's sponsored by CK Transport. Contestant number 6, Janelle Duo. Her hobbies are dancing and modeling. And tonight she's sponsored by Janice Heron Beauty. Contestant number 7, Miriam Volker. Tonight she's sponsored by Little Divas. And her hobbies are touring and shopping. Do you all enjoy the girls in their booth? Do you want to see the girls once again? Right, sorry. So, do you want to see the girls once again, everyone? That's much better. So, you judges, you've just seen them now for individuals, and now it's time for group.
Someone
Judges, ladies and gentlemen, there you have our 7 beautiful contestants competing for Miss Gold. Thank you, girls. Take 2, literally. Okay, so are you enjoying the show so far, everyone? Well, so coming up is an exclusive fashion show from Little Divas. They specialize in tutus, skirts and dresses for any special occasion, from baby's first picture, first birthday or wedding celebration, to anything in between. From newborns, babies, toddlers, teenagers and even adults. I've even won one of those tutus for a fashion show and I loved it. Their tutu boutique specializes in couture garments which are exquisitely made with layers of chiffon frills on an elasticated waistband finished with a beautiful gold charm. Not only makes them full and fluffy, but also extremely soft and comfortable. They are generously in waist sizes and they come with a beautiful signature gift box. They offer a number of fun items to complete their look, from beautiful tops, cardigans, jackets, hats and crowns. Little Divas is a small business with big standards for service and product quality. Visit them at 18A City Mill Lane and join their Facebook page to keep up to date with the latest collection. So without any further ado, please welcome on stage the future models of Gibraltar in the Autumn-Winter 2019-2020 collection.
To the party, I seen some I never saw. Everybody was moving, grooving, girls, they were dancing on the bar. Now this wasn't no ordinary dance. Hey man, why is everybody swimming in a trance? I couldn't figure it out like you grandpa
Dis-moi, qu'est-ce que tu aimes le plus au monde?
For them Benjamins, your booty got me acting all sensitive. Make a nigga wanna cry. If a nigga mad, make a nigga wanna lie. Smoke a little weed, make a nigga wanna fly. Can I take you home? Can a nigga come inside? That's the double meaning. You can tell me how you lie. All them sexy fine. Shit for your ass if you walking like a hater. I feel it like a picture. I'm the new hotness. Don't be mad cause you not this. Girls all around, drop it to the floor. So many booties I can open up a store. Hands to the sky if you really want some more. Drinks got a pole if you wanna feel the flow. Big 50 clock, so if I take you home, then you better give me some. Give a nigga something like a nigga on the run. Nigga want the piece of a nigga.
Thank you, little divas. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you, girls. So now if I can ask judges to come backstage, please, so you can deliberate. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be having a 20-minute interval. Please keep your tickets so you're able to return back to the theatre. See you everyone in 20 minutes. Okay, just a kind reminder that there's no smoking and eating in the theatre, and if you do eat, please take your rubbish with you. No photography is allowed during the show. The Miss Glamour program provides an opportunity for young ladies between the ages of 16 and 21 to better themselves. Each year they work to provide a fair environment in which the contestants have the opportunity to compete not just against each other, but against themselves. The pageant encourages the contestants to build self-confidence, individual pride, and a greater self-awareness. And I can really say all of the above is true, as I entered Miss Glamour in 2008, and I can't thank enough Bianca for everything that she did for me. So thank you very much, Bianca, wherever you are backstage. They are pleased that the majority of the contestants each year have never participated in pageants, and they find it to be very rewarding and worthwhile experience. Many contestants have won their first time round, and many others return because of the positive experience they have had in their program. They like to think that the girl walks away from their program a little more ready to deal with the world around her, and more importantly, the world ahead of her. The Miss Glamour program is not just about encouraging young women to win a pageant, but to encourage them to develop life skills that will ultimately help them win in life by giving their personal best in everything they do. Whilst their program places an emphasis on excellent achievement and personal growth, they also strive to make the pageant a fun experience for the girls. In keeping true to the standards of excellence, the judging panel comprises of beauty and pageant industry professionals who are equipped with a keen eye to select one lady to bear the title of Miss Glamour 2019. With this said, ladies and gentlemen judges, let's welcome the contestants on stage for the catwalk competition. Contestant number 1, Amuvera Navarro. She describes herself as fun to be with. And tonight she's sponsored by Securitech.
Tell me if you want this, baby, do you want this? Baby, when you got this, let me on TikTok, let me get top this. Then you wanna try me, baby, when you try me, if you wanna cut this. Don't go away, don't go away, don't go away.
Contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. She describes herself as caring. And tonight she's sponsored by Yoga Magazine.
People here tonight. There is something about this chemistry, so don't take the rest of me, alright? Don't mind.
Contestant number 3, Sarah Vasio. She describes herself as a person who never gives up. And tonight she's sponsored by Sports City. Contestant number 4, Melanie Valerio. She describes herself as strong. And tonight she's sponsored by Vicky's Natural Kitchen. Contestant number 5, Hannah Kojado. She describes herself as compassionate. And tonight she's sponsored by CK Transport. duo. She describes herself as confident. And tonight, she's sponsored by Janice Hera Beauty. Contestant number 7, Miriam Volkers. She describes herself as outgoing. And tonight, she's sponsored by Little Divas. Ladies and gentlemen and judges, we've just seen the girls for Catwalk Individual. Let's welcome them back on stage for Catwalk Group.
They know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. What the fuck?
A tiger, don't lose no sleep. Don't need opinions from my shellfish or a sheep. Don't you come for me, no not today. You're calculating, I got your number, 'cause you're a joker. And I'm a courtside king of queens. And you just kiss the ring. So keep calm, honey, I will stick around for more than a minute. Get used to it. Honey, my name keeps coming at your mouth, 'cause I stay waiting swish, swish, bish. Stick around for more than a minute. Get used to it. Running my name keeps coming at your mouth, 'cause I stay winning up like swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket. Can't touch this. Another one in the casket. Let's go. Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket. Can't touch this. Another one in the casket.
What is what, but they don't know what is what. They just say what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just say what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut.
Ladies and gentlemen judges, there you have our 7 beautiful contestants competing for Miss Catwalk. Thank you, girls. Did you enjoy that? Can I have a little bit more animal in the crowd? Did you enjoy that? Much better. So let's see what first princess will be taking home tonight. First princess will receive £100 cash, sash and tiara, sponsored by Glamour Creations, a trophy sponsored by Tremonti's Restaurant, cosmetic gift basket sponsored by Star of India, a beauty gift voucher sponsored by Finesse Beauty Clinic, a selection of goods sponsored by Trafalgar Pharmacy, a cut and blow dry sponsored by Shopcart, earrings sponsored by Jewel Box, a beauty gift voucher sponsored by Finesse Beauty Clinic, a meal voucher sponsored by Papa Luigi, and a meal voucher sponsored by Burger King. Who's ready for more entertainment? That's how I like to hear you. Who's ready for entertainment? much better. So up again we have Yata Dance Studios, and they'll be performing a song called Hurt. And this song is by Emily Sunday. This song is a very original choreography that was first performed at the Miss Gibraltar show back in June. And this piece is also choreographed by Yata Pons. So please give it up for Yata Dance Studios.
Baby, I'm not made of stone. It hurts loving you the way I do. It hurts. Hold tight to sing along. I'm alright, but I could be wrong, baby. I know you remember me. Got three in the back of the library. Come on, you can at least try to look at me. I'm in with a tragedy. Bang, bang, niggas paradise. I shit while we always had to roll the dice. I'll be in the regular. 2 seats in the back of the cinema. Hazy. Oh yeah, you forgetting it. And all the mad shit we did after that crazy. Your heart, come on. I swear you're giving me shivers. Shivers. Baby, I'm not made of stone. It hurts loving you the way I do. It hurts when all that's left to do is walk. It hurts. Oh baby, I'm not made of stone. It hurts. Hold on, it's a marathon. Run fast, like the river's run. Got never seen in a restaurant. To the minute till the penny drops. You know my tears don't fall too often, but your knife is cutting me deep, 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 deep. Baby, I'm not made of stone. It hurts. Yeah, loving you the way I do. It hurts when all that's left to do is watch. It hurts. Oh yeah, baby, I'm not made of stone. It hurts. It hurts the way that you pretend you don't remember. It hurts the way that you forget our times together. Like the time leading back when you said it's forever, baby. I can't explain all
Wow, that was beautiful. I saw it back when they performed in Miss Gibraltar, and they've done a fantastic job. Can we give a round of applause to Yata Dance Studios? So, do you want to know what Miss Glamour will take home tonight? No, I can't hear you. Do you want to hear what Miss Glamour takes home tonight? Much better. So Miss Glamour tonight will be taking £200 cash, the Bianca Chiara Trophy, Sash Crown, sponsored by Glamour Creations, a trophy sponsored by Paparazzi Steakhouse, a cosmetic gift basket sponsored by Seruja worth over £150, a Thomasable bracelet sponsored by Asaldas Group, a meal voucher sponsored by Papa Luigi, a cotton blow dry sponsored by Shopcart, a gift voucher sponsored by Aphrodite Beauty, earrings sponsored by The Jewel Box, a selection of goods sponsored by Trafalgar Pharmacy, a meal voucher sponsored by Burger King, and a year membership at the Base Training Club. Our final round of the competition is the ever popular evening wear. The girls have worked very hard to bring you the 17th Miss Glamour beauty pageant. From beads to high heels and poise, they have looked forward to this moment since they began rehearsals. During the program, they have been trained in confidence, charisma, elegance, and grace. So judges, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a final warm welcome to the 7 beautiful contestants in the evening wear for the Miss Elegant competition.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people make.
Contestant number 1, Almudena Navarro. Her ambition is to become an air host, and she tonight is sponsored by Securitech.
And life's of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want it at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah. Some people search for a fountain. This is forever young. Some people need the desert.
Contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. Her ambition is to achieve a medicine doctorate, and tonight she's sponsored by Globe magazine.
Would it be? No one to share, but no one who truly cares. Some people want it all, but I don't want it at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got it, you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah.
Contestant number 3, Zaira Vasio. Her ambition is to become successful in life, and tonight she's sponsored by Sports City.
And I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call mine. Through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy.
Contestant number 4, Melanie Valerio. Her ambition is to become an accountant. And tonight she's sponsored by Vicky's Natural Kitchen.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Think of what the world could be, a vision of the world I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world.
Contestant number 5, Hannah Gojabo. Our ambition is to become a PE teacher. And tonight she's sponsored by CK Transport.
Reach for your hand, let's hold you, pull away again, and I wonder what's on your mind. And then you say to me you made a dumb mistake. You start to tremble when your voice begins to break. You say the cigarettes on the counter, once your friends they were numbers, and I feel the color draining from my face. And my friend said, I know you love her, but it's over. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go.
Contestant number 6, Janelle Duo. Our ambition in life is to become a nurse. And tonight she's sponsored by Janice Hera Beauty.
Everything deleted like the castle was gone. When I touched your face I could tell you're moving on. But it's not the fact that you kissed him yesterday, it's the feeling of betrayal that I just can't seem to shake. And everything I know tells me that I should walk away, but I just wanna stay. And my friend said, I know you love her, but it's over. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go. It'll be okay. It's gonna hurt for a bit of time. So bottoms up, let's forget tonight. You find another and you'll be just fine. Let her go. Nothing here. Past like time, and they can't steal the love you're born to find, but nothing here.
Contestant number 7, Miriam Walters. Our ambition in life is to become a primary school teacher. And tonight she's sponsored by Little Divas.
I know you love her, but it's over me. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go. It'll be okay. It's gonna hurt for a bit of time. So bottoms up, let's forget tonight. You found another and you'll be just fine. Let her go. It'll be alright.
Judges, you've just seen the girls competing for the Miss Elegant Solo. Are you ready for Miss Elegant Group? Okay, judges, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the girls back on stage for Miss Elegant Group. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, our 7 beautiful contestants competing for Miss Elegance. Thank you, girls. Wow, didn't they just look beautiful? So judges, it's time for you to come backstage to deliberate. They've got a very, very hard task at hand. Can we give the judges a round of applause? Okay, are we ready? So, our final entertainment for tonight is another fashion show from Little Divas with their Christmas 2019 collection. Even though Christmas is only 2 months away, at Little Divas they are ready to dress your little princess for the upcoming season. From new tutu designs to colors to furry jackets and shoes, make sure you pay them a visit at 18A Citizen Lane to keep your little diva with the latest fashion and style. So, for the very, very last time, let's welcome these little divas back on stage.
Oh
you be here with me? Yes, oh baby, please come on. As the wind deck the halls, it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, and all the fun we had last year. But it was the way time pulled back its tears. Oh, but it's Christmas Day.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
I just want you for my own. More than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. For Christmas. You.
Presents underneath the Christmas tree.
I don't need to hang my stocking on the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with joy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
Ask for much this Christmas. You will ask for snow. No, I'm just gonna keep on waiting. Underneath the mistletoe.
I will make a list and send it to the lover for singing. I won't even sing my way to those magic ways.
'Cause I just want you back tonight. Holding on to me so tight. What can I do?
Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Baby,
All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And it's time the children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing. When you go sleigh by sleigh.
Christmas, this is all I'm asking for.
Just want us to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have our beautiful little divas. Thank you, girls. Won't they adore Definitely brought some Christmas magic to us tonight, haven't we? Right, so do you want to know what other awards there's going to be awarded tonight? I don't think anyone's here. Do you want to hear the awards? Much better. So the Miss Glamour 2019 awards are sponsored by Little Divas. There's going to be Miss Best Effort, Miss Friendship, Miss Covergirl, Miss Vogue, Miss Catwalk, Miss Elegance and Miss People Choice. So can we give a round of applause to Little Divas for sponsoring these prizes. So now we're just going to give some thanks to the following people. So a big thank you to our financial sponsors tonight: Securitech, Globe Magazine, Sports City, Vicky's Natural Kitchen, CK Transport, Janice Hair and Beauty, and Little Divas. So can we give them a round of applause? And a big thank you to front of house and backstage individuals: Jada Bonavia, Shania Cano, Natalia Adnet, Marie Calmen Chiara, Louise Bonavia, Ashley Garcia, Gabi Cavija, Debbie Goodman, and Rebecca Figueras. A very big thank you to our in-house makeup artists and hairstylists. Don't you agree they've made our girls look fantastic? So huge thanks to Vanessa Sanchez, Amudena Neto Rocha, Rafa Anai Clement. And a big thank you to our guest sponsors: Aphrodite Beauty, Burger King, Finesse Beauty Clinic, Seruja Limited, Shortcut, Star of India, The Jewel Box, Trafalgar Pharmacy, Papa Luigi, Tramonti's Restaurant, Mamma Mia, Paparia Steakhouse, Base Club Training. And a huge thank you to Dennis Alves for the opening music, Urban Dance and Little Divas for tonight's entertainment. Official photos for this evening was Angelique Fernandez, and official photos, our in-house photographer is Mark Galliano, and tonight's music was Mark Goldes. Can we give him a round of applause? And a huge thank you to our beautiful young models. Don't you agree they were fantastic, right, the divas? And a big thank you to our judges. Just in time. Can we give them another round of applause? So just before I call the girls back on stage, Glamour Creations 2020 events. They'll be doing the wedding dress competition in 2020, Friday the 12th of June. More information will be announced shortly on social media, so please keep an eye on there. Are you ready for the moment we've all been waiting for? Are you excited? So the girls are ready. So please let's welcome the girls back on stage for the crowning. Can I please call Director of Glamour Creations, Bianca Smith, and her daughter, Sophia Loren. So can we please have the prizes if we're ready? ready? So we're starting off with Miss Friendship. Miss Friendship goes to contestant number 5, Hannah Collado. Miss Best Effort. And that goes to contestant number 5, Hannah Collado. Next is Miss Covergirl, voted by our in-house photographer. Miss Covergirl goes to contestant number 6, Janelle Jewell. Our next award is Miss People's Choice, and that goes to contestant number 5, Hannah Collado. Our next award is Miss Vogue, and that's been voted by our judges. Miss Vogue goes to contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. Our next award is Miss Catwalk, which has also been awarded by our judges. Miss Catwalk goes to contestant number 1, Almudena Navarro. And the last of the minor prizes. This is Miss Elegance, also voted by the judges. Miss Elegance is contestant number 7, Miriam Volquez. Can we give the girls another round of applause? Now, can we please give a warm welcome to producer of Miss Glamour, Maxine Cano. Before we continue, the girls would like to say a huge thank you to both Maxine and Bianca for all the hard work throughout these 6 weeks. So they want to present you both with a present. Right now, can we please call Miss Glamour 2018 Ariane Turney and second princess Anais Oliver. Hello Ariane, you look beautiful tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
So, what has been the most memorable moment being Miss Glamour?
Too many to mention. Everything from the photo shoots, participating in little fashion shows.
And what's the most valuable experience you've learned from being Miss Glamour?
Actually, I was dreading speaking on stage, so this is something I've definitely gained.
Well, can we please give her a round of applause for speaking on stage? And would you recommend any young ladies to enter this competition?
I would and I have actually. Some of them engaged me.
And the final question. Are you ready to hand over your crown?
No, I'm not, but I'm looking forward to crowning the next Miss Glamour and it would be a good competition.
Well, can we please give a round of applause to Ariane Turney? She's been a fantastic Miss Glamour. Thank you. Are we ready? So, second princess to Miss Glamour 2019 goes to contestant number 6, Janelle Duo. She will now be crowned by second princess Anais. First princess and first runner-up to Miss Glamour 2019 goes to contestant number 2, Lorena Cantero. She will now be crowned by Maxine Cano, as first princess was not able to attend tonight. Can we please give our 2 beautiful princesses a round of applause? Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Miss Glamour 2019 goes to contestant number 5, Ana Cordero. She will be crowned by Ariane Turney. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Glamour 2018, Hannah Cojado, and her 2 princesses.